Gossett Jr., he's a man of many talents, a man for all seasons. The popular Hollywood star has been delighting and inspiring generations for more than 50 years through the many films and television projects that he's performed in. But his greatest role, well, that's in being himself, a man on a mission, challenging people to eradicate racism and to learn to live in unity and harmony, save the planet, and live beyond the dream.
Now, every time I say understand, I want the whole group to say, yes, sir. Understand? Yes, sir. Understand? Yes, sir.
Before winning an Oscar for his role as a tough drill sergeant in the movie, An Officer and a Gentleman.
Sarah's Fiddler, that's me.
Before becoming a household name after his performance as Fiddler in the epic drama of Roots, or before the Emmy and Tony Awards, Louis Gossett Jr. developed a love for acting as a student in high school. Born in Brooklyn, New York, he grew up in a racially diverse community of black, Jewish, Italian, and Irish families.
I'm a maverick. I didn't come up from a black neighborhood. I came up with a completely diverse neighborhood. It was right after the Depression. We were all poor. I mean, the rich people were poor. We depended upon one another. And if my parents didn't get home in time, I could go next door and get some gefilte fish, or down the street for some lasagna or for some corned beef and cabbage. We grew up together.
While in high school, he landed his first lead role in a Broadway play. Lou gives credit for his success to his great-grandmother for teaching him to appreciate life and pursue his dreams.
She remembers the slave being freed. She couldn't read, she couldn't write. But she still saved my life for a couple of times.
With his star rising on Broadway, Lou soon received offers from Hollywood. In Tinseltown, he recalls facing one of his greatest challenges upon first arriving there in 1966.
They treated me like a king on the airplane. And a limousine came out, put me in the Beverly Hills Hotel. And I forget it's in my book. And they said, we even have a car for you. So the Beverly Hills Hotel on Sunset and Benedict Canyon, and the car was at Hertz Rent-A-Car, Budget Rent-A-Car on Crescent Heights and Sunset. That's about 15, 20 minutes. It took me 4.5 hours. I met every policeman on the block. I had a Ford Fairlane Galaxy 500, and I had Sam Cooke music on, and I met intimately every policeman between there and the Beverly Hills Hotel. And that night they handcuffed me to a tree because I was walking after 9 o'clock. That was my first experience.
What did you think at that time?
I read about it, read about the lynchings, but I didn't know that was happening in Hollywood. I had to go through that to experience it and survive from it.
No bitterness?
No, I had to get rid of it. It was self-destructive.
Yeah. That experience encouraged him to confront racism everywhere. Even now, at the age of 80, Lou is still helping people overcome the ugliness of prejudice through his foundation called Eracism. The program seeks to end racism once and for all.
We are all Americans. We don't have to fight for rights that we already have, but the lessons of what's the responsibility of what an American citizen is, those lessons have stopped. If we're doing anything else other than taking care of this planet and one another and passing that on to our children, then we all may as well be in this great big airplane, 747, about 30,000 feet. It's about to crash. But people inside the plane are fighting over who's going to be in first class. But that's kind of what we're doing. That's a disease. It's a global disease that we must get rid of before Armageddon.
Getting rid of racism is how Louis wants to spend the last part of his life. This story is only a glimpse of what this man has been able to accomplish throughout his life in helping people. He mentors gangbangers, for example, to help them get away from a life of crime and violence. At 80 years of age, he shows no signs of letting up. He has 4 new movie and TV projects coming out soon. Louis Gossett Jr., as his new book basically calls him, is an actor and a gentleman living life beyond the dream.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
and how great for him to use that platform. Still going strong at 80 years old. I love it.
I can do that at 80.
Yeah, hopefully we all can, right?